Good day to you, lovely people of the internet. You're listening to the best podcast in all of Shrewsbury, at least. It is a Talking Shrimp podcast. My name is Joel, and I'm joined here by...
My name's Mitchell, and I hate to say this, and I hate to break this to you. Factually, I don't even think we're the best podcast in Shrewsbury. But if you're listening to this...
Yeah, but...
We're your favourite podcast in Shrewsbury.
Exactly.
Probably.
Yeah, and opinion-based. Whatever we say is true.
Whatever.
So what
that's your thing, remember? That was a thing you were doing, and you wanted it to be a t-shirt, and then we never got it done as a t-shirt.
No, but it still can be.
What was that? Whatever Joel May says from the Talking Shrimp podcast is factual.
Yes,
is that
pretty
what
much,
you were going for?
Whatever I say is true.
Yeah, okay.
So
okay.
We are the best podcast in Shrewsbury. We are because I say that we are.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
What about the country? What about the best podcast in the...
Interesting. I'm on the fence with this one because there's a few podcasts that I listen to from the country. So there you go.
Yeah, same. To be fair.
Peter Crouch podcast is pretty cool. Talk Sport is pretty cool. Gary Lineker, pretty cool.
So yours are all football based, and now I'm going to say
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
You knew it was happening.
They're...
Actually, no, that's not true. Bad Friends. It's not British.
I don't listen
but
to
Bad
it.
Friends.
I don't listen to it.
Interesting.
No,
I like to think that we're almost like bad friends, but good friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fuck you.
What the hell? Why? I thought you meant like we were like them.
Oh,
But
yeah,
like-
kind of. Yeah.
Are you Bobby Lee and I'm Andrew Santino?
Yeah, I was just about
knew
to do
you
an
were gonna do
impression, but I'm not going to. Roll straight into the credits.
What, you mean you're going to do an impression of Bobby Lee? Or...
No, I was going to say
The thing is,
I'm
even if I
Mitch's
did-
mum.
Right.
But not on. If you can't see Bad Friends, you'll get the gist. But yeah.
Even if I was going to do an impression of Andrew Santino, it would have been his impression of Bobby Lee.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. You're impressionist Inception. That's what you're doing.
Yes. I'll tell you one podcast that I've never got into, and I don't think I ever will. Joe Rogan. People love it.
Some of them are interesting.
I think when they get a good guest,
yes, it really does.
He doesn't really interest me as someone to go listen to.
No,
But
and
that might be just...
yeah, he's got a good grasp. If there's something that he's interested in, it's really good. But if it's not, and the guest is boring, it's boring. If that makes sense. Like he doesn't. We would interest the viewer even if we had Stephen Hawking in the corner talking to us.
Well,
there's quite a bland monotone, something like that.
You could have picked someone a bit better to use.
Well, why? Because he's dead.
No, he was, I think, on a list, which is allegedly not true. By the way.
Interesting. Yeah.
The Jeffrey Epstein's wife came out and
Oh.
made a very blanket statement and basically said everything on that list's not true. Anyway, moving on from that. Let's not talk about that. I don't want to talk about the Epstein list
we're not
right
doing
now.
that. Today we are talking about something different, all right? Something
It's
sweeter.
divided the country, hasn't it, really?
It really,
That's
really
what we're
has.
going to discuss.
It really,
And
really has.
the name of this podcast
Thomas
will give it away.
Tuchel has put out the New England squad for the warm-up games of the World Cup already, and Trent's not on it, and he's not in the Real Madrid squad. So, audience, is Trent going to be playing in the World Cup in America next year? That's our question. It is not, in fact, that question. We have you. Haha, it's not even April. It's September, baby.
Yeah, it is September, isn't it now?
Yeah,
wow,
end
crazy.
of summer. Da, 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 da.
For audience listening, that is my song called Summer. Self-plug, go listen to it on Spotify now.
Yeah, the worst thing about that as well, I can't even get it on Spotify and play it now because it'll come up as copyright.
Yeah,
for yourself.
I'll copyright this podcast. We did that before. We played played one of my new songs on there, and it literally copyrighted it. I think we played like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
I copyrighted our own podcast.
Yes. Crazy that.
Yeah,
that's genuinely crazy.
Yeah,
that.
I probably could try and claim it, but what's the effort,
Yeah. Well,
maybe in the future. Anyway, going back to what we actually want to discuss
today. It is September, and we're going to discuss a very matter-of-fact thing.
People of this country, if you are from the UK, listen to this because we do have an American audience. There's been a wide debate of recent weeks, and it's all due to flying the flag of Great Britain or England.
Yes,
there's been a lot
George's
of flags.
flag or the British flag.
Yes, there's been a lot of flags appearing on lampposts, bridges, telephone poles, and
you name it.
Even roundabouts. They've been painted on roundabouts and zebra crossings.
Yeah.
And it's divided the country. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know why it started. I think it was like a Pride of Britain thing, wasn't it? Like I think it was some like movement in Birmingham wanted to basically say like we want to be proud of our flag. I think is what the idea of it was.
Who started it, and then he like someone took them down. I don't know whether that's the government or someone took them down, and therefore that's the whole debate, isn't it? Like, should we put them up or should we not put them up? Is it bad to put them up?
I think we should just get out there now for the audience right now. This isn't a factual podcast, so
No.
whatever we say might be right. It might be wrong.
Yeah.
Just don't take what we say as what it is. It's probably
but
wrong.
I think
so.
that's the original story that I remember hearing.
I think it was something like
Whether
that
it's
in
true or not, I don't
Birmingham,
know.
where like I know that there's a GoFundMe page for some like
Really?
group in Birmingham that
do
are
this.
raising money to go up places and put flags up.
To buy the flags and but in going home at least, okay.
Yeah.
Pick Mitch up for the town game, just the Saturday that's gone, and all down Mount Pleasant Road, loads of flags.
Yes.
What's in Shrewsbury, Mount Pleasant?
Fair enough. Yeah, and up by meal brace.
Yeah, and we went to the town ground, and there was some up by Lidl and stuff, as well as meal
To
brace.
be fair, we went to York
as
not that
well.
long ago, and there was a lot of flags around in York.
There
as well.
was, yeah. I was just thinking more like homely and
I
stuff.
know,
Like,
yeah,
how do you feel? Because it affects obviously Shrewsbury, like our home, not as a world, wide. thing.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know the reason why they're there, and I'm not going to pretend I do know. But what I'm going to say is, I don't mind seeing
Would
them.
you like to know the reason that they're there, Mitch?
Do you actually know the reason?
I do know the
Oh,
reason.
go on then, tell me before.
So as I said,
Before I say something inappropriate.
I was joking, but I did come back to this. It is because of Thomas Tuchel. There is a big World Cup next summer, so they're all going up. A bit premature, to be honest, because the games now don't really mean a lot because we're already qualified. But I rate it. To be fair, I rate getting
That's
behind
not
the
true,
boys.
is it? That's not true.
We are currently
That's not true.
champions, the Lionesses. Well done, the women. I watched you win on the cruise. Very good. Well done,
yeah.
Chloe Kelly.
Yeah.
So yeah, fly the flag high for them and get behind the boys next summer. And that's us on the Talking Shrimp podcast.
That's not the reason, though, is it? Is that the reason?
No, it's not.
Do you actually know the reason?
Yeah, it's to do with immigration, isn't it?
Is
That's
actually
the
what it
issue
is?
that it surrounds it. That's the debate that surrounds
We've
it.
never been a political podcast, and let's not change that now.
No.
So we're gonna put a pin in that and just let
Let it
we'll
slide.
sit on the fence on that one. We're not here to make a debate
I don't think we're
on
necessarily going to sit on
immigration,
the
are we?
fence. We're going to have things to maybe point out on a factual basis, but I think opinions we're just going to this one.
No, I don't know.
little bit.
Okay, let's
like,
ignore
you
what
just
you
said
just
that.
said. Yeah, but what I'm going
That's
to
what
say
you
is,
just said.
you just asked me what's my opinion on them, and
I'm not sitting on the fence for this. I'm having an opinion. I'm
Okay.
just not having an opinion on the podcast. There you
fair,
go.
fair. Well, I'm going to say my opinion then. Sure. I'll say it.
Right, audience.
No,
Get your popcorn out.
No, right, okay.
Mitch is about to get sacked.
No, it's not even that, is it? No. Right. I just told you that I don't know why they're there. All I know on face value is me driving down the road is I see flags.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't care.
I do.
That doesn't matter to me.
on
Like
a
I'm
factual-
seeing flags,
yes.
and they're the flags
yeah.
of my the country. I'm just gonna say my
Yeah.
country. They're the flags of the country I was born in.
Well, it is your country.
Yeah.
Like you live there.
So-
You were born there. Is your country.
So taking it
whether-
on a very just blank slate of no other reasoning behind it. Like honestly, I believed you when you just said the flags were put up for the for like the England women winning the Euros and.
Yeah. I think, I agree with all that. The factual bit of driving down, in your car and having flags up in your own country, all that on a basis, that's fine. Like,
it's just the reasoning behind why they've been put up this
it's
time.
negative connotations, isn't
and
it? That's the
I'm
reason.
yeah,
that people
and I'm not
are
going to
the other side.
pretend that I know why they've been put up.
No, I agree. I think the bits that I do know and the bits why people are the other side of the fence necessarily from all this like patriotism and everything like that is because it's taken in a negative light. I'm not saying that it factually is a negative thing that's happened or a positive thing that's happened, but some people are taking it as positive, some people are taking it as negative, and that's why there's two sides to the fence.
Yeah,
isn't it? That's the gist around it.
If they have been put up for that reason and that reason alone, then obviously, it is. But we'll never know the answer to that unless we do know the answer to that. And then again, I'm sorry, I'm not doing research into this.
If someone did see the negative side and then said someone, I don't want you to do that, because it's this reason, the person putting them up could easily just say, well, no, it's for the women win the Euros. I know it's not true necessarily. It might be. They genuinely could say that, but that's the kind of not cop out, but the other cop out would be the fact that it's a flag in your country, isn't it? That's the cop out that you could then turn around and say, I guess.
You keep talking. I'm going to try and find the GoFundMe page on the internet, on the interwebs.
I've got something to talk about whilst Mitch is fine.
Are you just changing the subject completely?
No,
all I will say is,
I'm not.
If these flags are being put up, the only sort of wrong part of it is if they're being put up on property that's not their own.
That's like anything. That's
exactly.
like putting a sticker
That's
on
got
something or
nothing to
whatever,
do
isn't
with
it?
like the flags aspect. if they're putting them up on a lamppost or
fact.
So that's the only part that's
going off this. So this is news of the Independent. And I saw this on TikTok, and that's why I'm reading about it, because I'm not going to play the
What a
TikTok.
world we live in, where you've got your news from TikTok.
Mate, I knew that Queen died through Twitter.
Same, to be fair.
Thank you.
It was on Twitter before it was on the news.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anyway, so the Independent have commented on this. They've wrote an article. Friday the 29th of August. This article was published. It's about Rylan. Everyone remember Rylan? Obviously on like Gogglebox with his mum and all this sort of stuff and everything.
I like Rylan, to be fair.
Yeah, to be fair, he was kind of annoying at the start, and then as he's progressed and been like a host, and you've known him a bit more and stuff. I don't mind him. But he basically like raised things that were quite good points and things regarding the whole issues around not just the flags, but also like the immigration and the things that people are more like concentrating on at the moment, especially like political sense. But we're not going to get into the whole like Labour blah, 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 blah. So basically, he went on this morning and he said a lot of things have been brought to his attention through a lot of social media posts, like very specific, saying like he was very on the fence by saying like it isn't all people, it isn't all these people, it isn't this people, isn't this people, for every single like avenue that you could go down with the specifically kind of flags and the mainstream stuff that you're hearing about now, whether that be true or not.
Are you on about like people crossing the channel? Is that the whole point you're trying to say?
Yeah, basically, yeah. So he basically said like someone's got to have an opinion, and this is he kind of did it in the correct way, is the gist that he said. He made a few good points. That one of the points specifically, it was probably a better point than I've heard from a lot more other people. That's the best.
Do you want to read it before you sort of make an opinion?
No, I heard this. So he said towards the end of his kind of speech, he said that it doesn't make sense for this country that, let's say we go on Talking Shrimp holiday, we go to Mallorca in Spain, we go there, right, and we fly back, get into this country. Oh no, we've forgotten our passports. They're still in the hotel at Mallorca, but we have to sit in immigration for hours and hours and hours, potentially days, to get back into a country like that we're from, genuinely for a reason that is valid. That we'd have to wait for. But if you come over on a boat, you don't. There's no immigration policy necessarily. Like there's no correct means of documentation and things and registrations and stuff.
Yeah.
And he was like, to be fair, that is a really, really good point. That does need to be improved.
Is that crossing part illegal?
I believe it is. Like, I mean, if I
if we went into exactly,
I would
suppose
say
it is, isn't it?
Yeah. If we I don't know, if we swam the channel and walked into France, and especially if it was like not documented, but if it was obvious that someone was there that maybe shouldn't be there, you'd be at least questioned of why, and then probably deported back to England within a day or two.
Yeah,
there's a probably good chance that would happen.
This is all hypothetical, so
yeah. Without visas and stuff like that. He basically said that there should be a better thing around that, which I totally agree with, because when you look at like Australia want everything, man, down to the last second you're in their country.
That's if
and
you
reasons
migrate to that country.
No, even just like holiday sometimes and stuff. They'll ask a lot of questions of like, if you're on holiday, let's say you're in a gap year and you go to Australia, they'll want to know, are you working on that gap year? And where are you working and why and how long for?
Well, I think most people who go to Australia go for like 6 months because that's how long the work visa is.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they come back to this country for a few...
And
if they like it, they go back.
Yeah, exactly. But the other thing, if they did want to stay there after that work visa, you can apply to stay there, obviously. But Australia, I think, have this thing in place where they basically say you have to work and do like something to help the country in a communal basis to kind of earn citizenship. Which I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Work on a farm or graft or something. I like that.
I'm thinking. I don't know this factually, so I'm going to be careful what I say. But I think you have to have a beneficial profession to go move to Australia, to migrate to Australia.
Yeah, I think so too. And I don't know
that's a fact, but that's what I think.
It is.
I'm going off. Do you remember like the TV show? What was it? Home and Away or whatever it was, where the family would go and look at the house that they could go live in for a week, and then they come back and they spin the flag round of which country they want. And the kids always want to stay at home, and then the family are like, no, we're going. It's too late.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think that's kind of just. I do agree with that. Like the government and our country should have something better in place. Definitely, that should be changed in the near future, just to help everything. You know.
Yeah. That's fine. I think that's fine.
That should be changed. Because even just for like I said,
health
like
and safety
documentation.
terms,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then he also said that he made a really good point regarding like the NHS, for example, right? And he said the first point was, he said, on a positive light, there's a lot of people that have come to this country that aren't native to this country and that have got a lot of qualifications and now work in the NHS. And he said those people are like immigrants from another country that have come to this country and saved his mum's life, which is amazing. And that is absolutely world class. That's fantastic. But you also hear about stories, and he did say like hear about. He didn't very say like this is a fact and things, because like I said, I've heard that bits on TikTok, bits on Twitter. He said you hear about a lot of stories about people who have crossed the channel in boats that are staying in hotels in England, and have, like he said, the one hotel that he didn't specify, he just said that he's heard a story of, whether it be true or not, had a specific like NHS kind of built into it, like a doctor's built into it.
Right.
Just, he said we can't look after our own people, and we're struggling to. It's hard sometimes to get a doctor's appointment.
If you try to call your local doctors, you can be sat on hold for hours.
Hours, yeah, and the same with like hospital beds and a lot of the staff and stuff. Like there's no money in the NHS, or there's struggles in the NHS.
So he's saying, why are we funding?
Yeah, we can't look after our own, but we can invite a lot of other people in to then look after them,
and they're getting prioritised.
Yeah, and that I do agree with too. That you should not specify your own, but in a way, if you can't look after your own people, that is an issue anyway. That is a very, very big issue regarding the NHS.
It's a hard one though, isn't it? This is like we're treading waters here, because
it's not.
Yes,
no,
what you've just said. Yes, but then
that is an issue in itself.
We're all humans, so what?
No. I understand what you're saying on that front. All I'm saying is that there's an issue that we can't look after our own people as best that we could do. We need to change that, but we're not anyway. Like we weren't anyway in the last like.
So okay, let's take
since all the COVID thing of like NHS superheroes and all that all like skyrocketed as like a social media basis. Nothing's changed in the NHS though, money wise, from the government side and stuff.
That we know of.
Well,
not
true.
That we know of.
But
I'm trying to stay as factual as we can.
Going off a personal way as well, like doctor's appointment stuff. You are correct by saying like
if you call up your local
doctors, you will be
on hold for ages.
Yeah, that is a fact.
And even trying to book an appointment, you can be waiting a while to get an appointment.
Yeah, and a lot of like people as well are like elderly people who have brought a lot into this country, as well as people like immigrants who have come up to this country and grafted and now are old and they struggle to get appointments at how is that fair? How is that fair anyway? You know?
Yeah, I think if you take away, let's put a wall between what we're saying about what Rylan said, which is, there's these hotels with people in. I think the issue more is there's not enough money in it, like to look after people anyway. Before that other issue is now an issue.
Yeah, there's an issue anyway.
I think that's what he's trying to say, right?
Yeah, there's an issue anyway with the NHS, and now it's a almost tripled issue because now
there's more people to look after.
Yeah, but also you've got people's backs up because there's a lot of stories about stuff like this happen, whether it's true or not. I would say because of the amount of stories, there's got to be some sort of facts in some of it. Going off all that, I'm not saying everything's true. I'm just saying that it doesn't help. Like you're questioning people about putting flags up necessarily. In a way,
is that the wrong question?
Can't blame a lot of people for kind of standing up for their country in a way. It's a hard one, isn't it?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's a really tricky situation.
I think like the whole part of this is like we're talking about the flags aspect.
Yeah,
that is the forefront. Like that is just the face.
Well, it's literally flying the flag for every other cause under it, isn't it? That is the thing on the tin. That
exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. In a way, that is the like the lava, but underneath the
there's a lot more
that's
issues.
like the magma on top. then there's all the lava underneath.
Yeah, there's a lot more issues.
Which is the boiling up issues that are causing the issues. Yeah. And that flag thing on the top is just the thing that everyone are picking on.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing that's the forefront. It's the most defining. It's the visual aspect to all of this.
Yeah. I totally agree.
That's what it is, isn't it? I think. So
I have to say though, like from those comments that Rylan made, I think he talked very well. Is the best way I could put it. I think he made some good points about that even without necessarily people crossing the channel and things like that, we have an awful like system for like self-control of people coming into this country anyway. Like even our own people, there's an awful situation with that needs to be better system in place, as well as there needs to be more money in the NHS. Like as simple as that. It is like those two are huge things in England that are just, I don't know why we're not focusing on more, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
it doesn't make
comes
any
down
sense.
to money at the end of the day in terms of funding.
Greedy people in high places. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, it's not even that on the surface though.
Honestly, mate, right? You're a homeowner, recently homeowner. How much you pay council tax?
I'm not saying
a
that
lot.
Yeah,
no, it is a lot.
Take away that. Think about the taxes that we pay as humans.
Exactly.
As humans, as people, as working members of the public. Yeah. The tax that we pay on everything. Mm-hmm. You go to the shop and you buy something that has tax.
Yeah, definitely.
Like there's taxed everything, but yet we don't have enough money, and that's because we as a country have taken out too many loans, and we owe other countries too much money.
Yeah, but it's bonkers when you look back at our history.
I think that's right.
Yeah, well, I think you too. I think we're in a lot of debt, but you look back on the history, we were a great country. What the fuck happened?
Yeah. Be careful where you're going here.
I'm just saying, like there was a lot of money in our country as a fact. And now we've gone like the complete opposite way. I'm not saying like there should still be a lot of money, but how do you fall this far? You know,
how do
people in charge?
What did you say? Sorry,
fall this far.
Fall.
Yeah,
right. Okay. Sorry, I didn't know what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I think there's a lot of other issues then in that time aspect. There's a lot of other different issues where
surely you have to point at the people in charge.
Yeah, but how many times do you point at the people in charge that are constantly being changed? Like how? Like, do you know what I mean?
Because I feel okay. If you go into that, they're all the same.
What are all the same?
Politicians,
right? Okay,
really. Like everyone said, not Keir Starmer. I'm sorry. Richie Sunak, get him out. He's awful. Get Keir Starmer in. He's just as bad in a different way. That's all that's happened. Oh, everyone get Nigel Farage in now. He's just as bad in a different way.
I'm going to be a you here.
Go on.
They are football managers to the country.
Yes, I agree.
They are just the face. They will take all of the hits when anything goes wrong, and as soon as it starts going too wrong, they'll get the sack. And then they'll bring someone else in, and they'll do well for a while. Maybe they'll do well for a while, or they'll do really poorly, and then they'll get the sack.
Okay,
so talking on a football aspect.
Okay, yeah, let's talk in a football aspect. Surely there's a point that you look at something else and other football teams that you go, we need to do that. That's the change.
So,
do you know what I mean?
Football teams in this scenario are countries.
Mm-hmm. Like, okay, you go off Australia. We need to do what they're doing with people coming into this country. We need a better system in place. It's as simple as something like that we need to adopt and say, that works, and it's clear that it works, and it will benefit this country. So let's do it.
But I think we do. I think we already have things like that.
No. Yeah, but it's point that we've proven that we don't because of this issue.
No, but I think there is.
Not as well as Australia.
Not as strict.
So we need to do
restrictions.
Better. We need to do better. As a country, we need to do better.
We're getting to the point now where we're talking politically. So, I mean, we've talked politically this whole time. What am I about?
Same with the NHS. Pay them more.
Yeah, but where from? Hey, where are we getting this money from?
Tax.
But then
the politicians,
like everyone then has to pay more.
No. We're paying enough. It's the politicians.
So, but where's the money coming from then?
The politicians' back pockets, and their flashy cars and all this stuff. Why should they drive around in that?
But then on the flip side, then what about celebrities? Should they be? Should
celebrities
there be
do pay a higher tax than us because they earn more?
But then should they be paying more?
But they do. That's the whole tax brackets and everything.
I think
that's what happens.
Like, I don't know specifically what politicians take home money wise, but I don't think it's as much as you'd think it is.
Okay, for example, Keir Starmer, whatever. What does he do that like more than a surgeon as a benefit.
But then I don't know that he. Do you factually know that he doesn't take home the same money as what a surgeon takes home?
No, he probably takes home more.
Probably though. We don't know that. We don't know that he does.
There's a very, very high chance that is
I
true.
do agree. I agree on that. I do imagine that he takes home more. But then at the end of the day, he is making the decisions, or the person in charge of the country is making the decisions. So should they not be on a lot of money? We're going down a different avenue here.
Like, I agree. Yeah.
So, but then how? Like when you're saying put more money into things, it's a hard one, because if you were saying put more money into things, the money has to come from somewhere.
An MP's basic salary. Would you like to know an average for an MP's basic salary?
I'd imagine it's over 100.
It's roughly 100. It's 95 to 105.
Yeah,
as an average.
Retrospectively,
is ridiculous.
It's not like
it is ridiculous when you look at people saving lives every single day that are.
But they're probably on very similar.
Oh, what about nurses that do 12, 14-hour shifts and are dead on their feet?
But then
brain surgeons, GPs.
If you're an MP of a country, aren't you forever working? You don't have rest.
That's the best thing that we've ever said on the podcast.
Why? Because
forever working.
To be fair,
they wouldn't know a hard day's work if you slapped them around and called them Richard.
Why? What do you mean?
What do you mean? A hard day's work of graft?
Yeah.
Go ton to community service then.
Fair enough. I'm not
hard, mate. You see how much like teachers get paid? Teaching like the new generation, like surgeons, GPs, nurses. I don't know.
Binmen.
Yeah, binmen.
I mean, binmen's a very good point to be making here, because they're constantly on strike because they're not getting paid enough.
Yeah, train, public transport and stuff. There's loads that, you know.
Yeah, but then as a whole, everyone wants more money. But where does the issue lie there?
Parliament, the government. That's the issue.
But then what do you do? Do you change the government? But then we're not fixing anything.
You change rules regarding the government.
I don't want to ask you. Give me an example, but give me an example if you want me to.
No, I don't know lots of examples. All I'm saying is that you look at a lot of other countries that are. I'm not saying they're getting it right 100%, but God, they're getting it better than us.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look.
We have a load of plonkers in charge. Every single year, there's plonkers in charge. Why is there plonkers in charge? Yes. Why? Why is there plonkers in charge?
I love it. Right, anyway, what I said I was doing before.
Yes.
I like that. Plonkers in charge.
Plonkers
I would say that's the name of this podcast, but it's probably not going to be.
Well, I like the word plonker.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, plonker.
Yeah, plonker.
What's the other word that I say? Plonker and something else.
What that you say?
Idiot. Yeah.
You do say it. You say idiot a lot.
I say idiot, plonker.
I say bastard.
Oh, God. That's...
What?
Yes, interesting.
Not about people. I just say, if I do something wrong, I go, oh, you bastard.
Oh, yeah, you do, actually. Yeah. That's fair. Yeah. Twonk? No.
Twonk?
What's twonk? I don't know. It just sounds funny.
Let's hope that's not a bad word.
What's another thing that I say? Like idiot?
I don't know.
I can't think of what.
I don't know. Anyway, what I said I was doing before was I was going to try and find this GoFundMe page. Going back to the flag things.
Yeah.
I found the GoFundMe page. This isn't an advert. I'm just saying So it says Flags for the Community is the title of it. Mm-hmm. Their target is 24k. They have currently raised £21,199. That is 88%, and they've getting close to 1,000 donations, which, you know, on a grand scheme, that's some good money raising, to be fair.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So co-organisers, I'm not going to read who they are.
I love GoFundMe pages, mate, because there's some
funny ones out there.
Funny ones in there.
Anyway, before you tangent onto that,
start one. Sorry.
For what though? Talking shrimp flags.
Oh,
fly the talking shrimp flag.
Fly the talking shrimp flag high.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Just not in public places. Let's do it. Is it illegal to?
Is it illegal if we have a talking shrimp flag that's in the back of our backpacks?
In the back of
as
our
we
backpacks?
Walk.
No, I don't think so.
And we're advertising ourselves.
No, I don't think so. Because I see people in walking down the street with Domino's massive things on their back, advertising Domino's prices and local gyms.
Yeah. Can we get one of those big arrows that I can flip? Talking shrimp,
if you want,
and just try and point at you all the time.
just in the direction of it.
I'm
just running back and forth between you, from your left shoulder to your right shoulder.
Yeah. Sorry, that's advertisement. Continue.
Right, a group that I'm reading the GoFundMe page again now. A group of proud English men with a common goal to show Birmingham and the rest of the country how proud we are of our history, freedom and achievements, giving hope to the local communities that all isn't lost and they are not alone. We will be using all funds for flags, poles and cable ties. We are happy to take road requests on donations. Please use the contact form below. We have been overwhelmed with all of the donations given and the road requests. Please bear with us as all volunteers work full-time and we will endure to fulfill all requests. We are also contributing materials to others like-minded individuals. Thank you for your support. God bless. All receipts will be posted on the page below, and then there's a Facebook link. Oh my goodness, someone just made a £555 donation as I've been on it. It's live, so I can see the donations going up.
Do you know what?
It's hard to make a comment on that without it sort of being like reading that, you're like, oh yeah, it's just some people who want to put flags up. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, in theory, yeah. I mean, like you said, going back to the rules and regulations around putting them in public spaces, I don't know where you stand with that.
Yeah. I don't know why I wanted to find that, but I just
okay,
like...
let's flip it around. Is it illegal? Well, not illegal. Is it negative or racist for someone to put a different country's flag up in England?
No, I wouldn't say so. If it's on your... I don't think the issue... I'm saying I think, because I don't know the honest answer. I think it's if it's on your land, I don't think the issue is...
So if you drove down Mount Pleasant Road and you saw a load of French flags, how would you feel?
I think there's a French person who lives at that house.
But how would you feel?
Oh, on the roads or on the lampposts?
Exactly the same, but different flags for a different country.
I'd think, why is there French flags being hung up?
So what should happen then?
I don't know. Someone else's problem. I don't care.
Yeah, but should they be taken down then? That's the issue that's surrounding the English flags.
Yeah,
isn't
I guess so. It's a hard one, isn't it?
Because technically,
no, I don't know. I really don't care that much.
Okay,
that's my issue.
Looking at a lot of other countries, we don't really do it a lot in this country. We never have done, apart from like the World Cup and things. But especially in America, most homes have flags.
Have a flag hung, yeah,
and an actual pole and
stuff
like
I can factually say that's correct. I played GeoGuessr a lot.
Yeah, it is correct.
They have. Yeah. I know instantly. You can find if you're in America, you can find a flag quite easily.
Yeah, definitely. And it's interesting that we don't. But then like, what's the kind of issue around it being like that anyway, sort of thing? Like, especially if it's on your property. You know,
I don't think the issue is if it's on your property. I think the issue here is
the
people who have put them flags up
and the timing.
What's the connotation behind them putting the flags up?
Yeah.
If it's flags for flags' sake, and you just want to,
we don't want people here in a racist sense, because that's the other negative connotation.
We're treading a line there that we don't know an answer to.
No, but that's why that's why a lot of people are on that side of the fence, and the other side are saying either they're not saying it for that reason, or they are saying it for that reason. The other side of the fence, isn't it? They're either saying, we're putting up for lionesses, or we're putting up to take a stance because nothing's happened.
I haven't once heard anyone say they've been put up for lionesses.
I agree. I'm just saying that could genuinely be a reason.
Why weren't they?
That's
like when the men's... Sorry, this tangent.
No,
when the men's football teams were doing well and we were
loads of flags.
There was flags everywhere.
Next summer World Cup, there will be flags everywhere because that's what pubs do, what everyone does. It's England in the World Cup.
Is the issue then because it's been done by public?
No, because the public do stuff anyway. It's the timing of it, and it's for the specific reason of immigration.
We don't know that for a fact. You can't say that's factually correct.
There's a very high chance that is the main reason that everything's happening now.
I just found the GoFundMe page, and not once did they say it's for that reason. So we can't, without speaking to them...
They can't, but the opinions around it, I do agree, that is the main reason that they're going up now. That's my opinion. That's my opinion saying I do think that a lot of flags are going up now because of immigration.
I agree with you. I think they are going up for that reason too. But then
reason, I think.
I don't think that's... What am I trying to say here?
I was not something bad to say. That is probably the reason.
That's possibly. We don't know.
There's a very high chance that is. I don't think a lot of people have gone, well done, Chloe Kelly, and then about a month later gone, oh, we should start putting flags up.
Yeah, that's what I mean. For it to be football related, it's a bit.
Hang on, there's a World Cup in about 8 months or 9 months,
Yeah,
we should put the flags up.
Yeah.
But if you would like us to make a talking shrimp flag, please write in.
Well, surely our talking shrimp flag should just be our new logo that's coming soon that we keep teasing and have not yet done.
Yeah, go check our Instagram. If you made it this far on the podcast, go check our Instagram.
There's a bit of a teaser of what the new logo is going to be.
A new Santiago, maybe. Whoops! Anyway.
All I will say is, like, not basing my opinion, but on just a blanket of no reasoning behind anything and no reasoning behind why it's happening, I personally don't have an issue seeing a flag if it's done right.
Yeah,
and right is a very hard connotation to take.
Ian Wright, very good striker.
All I was going to say was, if the council had gone around and put them up, would there be such a debate about it?
Well,
that's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to say before when I said I think the issue is the reason. Yeah, the public are the people who've put them up, so therefore the public have an opinion on it.
All I would say is I do think the government now have to listen to the public because it's
become
that prominent.
It's split. When you say
That's
listen
what I mean.
to the public,
they have
there's a split opinion on the flags.
What I'm saying is they have to address this. Because it's such a big issue in England now, they have to address.
Well, the addressing the issue, I think, is a lot of them are being cut down. But I don't think I don't think they're being cut down for what the reason they've been put up. They've been cut down because they're on public land. I think. I don't know that for a fact.
It could be, yeah. But all I'm saying is, like, this could just keep happening until something bigger is done in a way that could be, I don't know, Keir Starmer steps down or a new election or something.
I don't think you'll go that far.
Keir Starmer ain't gonna last, mate. He ain't gonna lie. He is on the ropes, bro.
Well,
he's like Almiron at United, mate. They'll both be sacked by October. See you in a bit.
And Michael Alberton.
And that is us comparing politics in the United Kingdom to football once again. Thank you very much for listening. And we'll see you next Wednesday. Same time, same place.
Talking Shrimp Podcast. Look at us trying to be sort of political, but not be.
Very, 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 very grown up.
This is actually a very grown-up podcast. It is actually,
and I'm looking currently at Mitchell's yellow, not Crocs,
on the floor because I've taken them off because they make my feet sway.
Yeah. But anyway, on that last note, thank you very much for listening. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.